extraordinary experience. So we heard what you want and we are delivering it. Introducing a smarter and cleaner news reading experience with an enhanced visual design upgrade and reader-friendly features. Our authentic and credible journalism remains intact. Now, our redesign matches it. With hard-hitting headlines, bold typefaces and bigger pictures. The Hindu is now designed to be cleaner, sharper and bolder. So get ready to sit back, sip your coffee and open our redesigned newspaper. It's not just a newspaper anymore. It's an experience.
பார்க்கும் பொழுதெல்லாம் நீ மாறும் சித்திரம் கேட்கும் மொழியெல்லாம் கேளாத கானம் ஒவ்வொன்றுமே புதிதாய் ஒளி வீசும் பேரழகாய் ஈடில்லாபரணம் தங்கவிழா வைபோகம் சுபாரம்பம் ஜிஆர்டி சுபாரம்பம் ஜிஆர்டி என்றென்றும்
ஜிஆர்டி ஜுவல்லர்ஸ் சுப ஆரம்பங்களின் ஆரம்பம்.
காணி நிலம் வேண்டும் பராசக்தி, காணி நிலம் வேண்டும்ங்கிறது நம்ம பாரதியோட கனவு. அதே மாதிரி நமக்குன்னு ஒரு சொந்த வீடுங்கிறது நம்ம எல்லாருடைய கனவு இல்லையா? அதுவும் குறிப்பா நம்ம பெண்களுக்கு அது ஒரு பெரும் கனவு. ஆனா கரண்ட் சிச்சுவேஷன், மார்க்கெட் வேல்யூ, ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் ப்ராசஸ் அந்த கனவை அவ்வளோ ஈஸியா அடைய விடுறதே இல்ல. பெண்களுடைய இந்த சொந்த வீடுங்கிற லட்சிய கனவை நிறைவேற்ற ஒரு இடம் இருந்தா நம்ம ப்ராப்ஷன் நம்ம கனவை இப்ப நிஜமாக்குறாங்க. நம்ம இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் ஃபியூச்சர்ல ஷுவரா பல மடங்கா அப்ரிஷியேட் ஆகுற நல்ல வேல்யூபிள் பிளாட்ஸ். 15 வருட அனுபவம் உள்ள ப்ராப்ஷன்ல பெண்கள் அவங்களுடைய பேர்ல வாங்குற நிலத்துக்கு ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் ஃபீஸ் முழுக்க ஃப்ரீயா பண்ணி தராங்க. அது எவ்வளவு தெரியுமா? மொத்த நிலத்தோட மதிப்புல 11%. நமக்கு எவ்வளவு பெரிய சேவிங்ஸ் இல்ல?
ப்ராப்ஷர் பெண்களுக்கான பிரத்யேக ஆஃபருடன் பிரீமியம் வில்லா பிளாட்ஸ் இசிஆர், ஓஎம்ஆர், ஜிஎஸ்டி, திருவள்ளூர், சுங்குவாச்சத்திரம் மற்றும் கொடைக்கானல்.
உங்க கனவுக்கு இப்ப கிடைச்சாச்சு ப்ரமோஷன்.
ஹாப்பி பர்த்டேடா கீர்த்தி.
தேங்க் யூ மா. உன்னை ரொம்ப மிஸ் பண்றேம்மா. உன் கையால சாப்பிட்டு எவ்வளவு நாள் ஆச்சு அம்மா?
அழகிய உறவு புது வண்ணம் தருமே.
ஆண்டி கீஸ். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பர்த்டே ஃபேமிலி இல்லாம
நறுமணத்துடனே உன் நினைவில் புகுமே.
நம்ம சீத்ரி கீர்த்திக்கு இன்னைக்கு பர்த்டே. அவ அவங்க அம்மாவை ரொம்ப மிஸ் பண்றா. நம்ம ஏதாவது சர்ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணலாமா? அசத்துல ஏதாவது சமைச்சு கொடுப்போமா? ஆர்கேஜி நெய் இருக்குல்ல?
இருக்கே. ஆர்கேஜி நெய் இல்லாமையா?
அப்ப கலக்கிடலாம்.
உங்களுக்கு எப்படி?
இடைவெளி இருந்தும் தாய் பாசம் நிறைய
அப்படியே அம்மா கையால சாப்பிட்ட மாதிரி இருக்கு.
அதுதான் ஆர்கேஜி.
உறவுகள் மாறலாம், உணர்வுகள் மாறாது. நமது ஆர்கேஜி.
உங்களோட கேட்கவா சார்?
நான் ஏன் பாஸ்தா சாப்பிடுறேன் அதானே கேட்க வர?
ஆமா சார். உங்களோட கேட்கவா சார்?
நான் ஏன் பாஸ்தா சாப்பிடுறேன் அதானே கேட்க வர?
ஆமா சார்.
மத்தியானம் நல்லா ஃபுல் மீல் சாப்பிட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் லைட்டா குட்டாய் வருதா?
சார்.
ஹலோ சார், செய்யத்துட்டு வர்றான். யாராவது போன் பண்ணாங்களோ போனை வச்சுட்டு நாளைக்கு பிடிச்சிடும் சொல்லுமே.
எப்பவுமே சார்.
பிளடி இப்படி பண்ணா வாங்குற காசுக்கு எப்படியா வேலை பாக்குறது? அதனாலதான் ஃபேவரட் துரும்பிட் பாஸ்தா சாப்பிடுறேன். வயிறை லைட்டா வச்சிருக்கோம், என்ன பிரைட்டா வச்சிருக்கோம்.
புதிய ஃபேவரட் பாஸ்தா ஹை புரோட்டீன் மற்றும் நியூட்ரிஷன் நிறைந்த துரும்பீட்டில் செய்யப்பட்டது. அப்ப லஞ்சுக்கு ஃபுல் மீல் சாப்பிடுறது நல்லது இல்லையா சார்?
உண்மையை சொல்லட்டுமா போய் சொல்லட்டுமா?
உண்மையை சொல்லுங்க சார்.
உண்மையை சொல்ல கஷ்டப்படுவேன், நான் பொய்யே சொல்றேன். லஞ்சுக்கு நீ ஃபுல் மீல் சாப்பிடு.
இனி ஃபேவரட் பாஸ்தா, இது நம்ம ஊர் பாஸ்தா.
பாரிஸ் ஸ்வீட் கே லோஜியே சுகர் யாருக்கு சுகர் ப்ராப்ளம்?
இதுவரை யாருக்கும் இல்ல.
அப்ப ஏன் சுகரை மாத்தின?
தினமும் லேட் நைட் ஒர்க், நேரத்துக்கு சாப்பிடுறது இல்ல, 4 கப் காஃபி, 8 கப் டென்ஷன்.
இதன் 7 சக்தி வாய்ந்த மூலிகைகளின் எக்ஸ்ட்ராக்ட்ஸ் உங்கள் சுகர் லெவல்ஸ் ஏறுவதை குறைக்கும், உங்களை ஹெல்த்தியாக வைக்க உதவும். பாரிஸ் ஸ்வீட் கேர், ஹெல்த் பார்த்துக்கோங்க ஸ்வீட்லி.
Texmo and Aquatex from Aqua Group. Designed by computers, built to last. With over 3,000 pumps manufactured per day, Aqua Group is India's leading pump manufacturer under the brands Texmo and Aquatex. Aqua Group's Texmo borewell submersibles are the choice and pride of the Indian farmer. With over 3 lakh energy efficient pump sets sold, Aqua Group also offers solar pumping systems and a complete range for the urban sector, such as pressure booster and drainage pumps. The pumps that power India are now becoming the pumps that power the world.
அந்த காலத்தின் மங்களகரமான நறுமணம், ஞாபகங்களை உண்டாக்கும் நறுமணம், ஆசீர்வதிக்கும் நறுமணம், அசல் சந்தனத்தின் நறுமணம். சந்தனத்தின் பாரம்பரியம் தொடர்கிறது. மங்கள்தீப் ஒரிஜினல் சாண்டல் அகர்பத்தி from ITC.
நான் பசங்களை ஸ்கூல்ல விட்டுட்டு கொஞ்ச நேரத்துல வந்துடுவேன். பிரார்த்தனையின் நறுமணம் பிரார்த்தனைக்கு பிறகும் நீடிக்கும். நீண்ட நேரம் நீடிக்கும் 3 நறுமணங்கள். புதிய மங்கள்தீப் 3-in-1.
இது பிரசாதம், ஸ்வீட் இல்ல. இது பாரம்பரியத்தின் நறுமணம். மங்கள்தீப் உபவேதா from ITC. இது பிரசாதம், ஸ்வீட் இல்ல. இது பாரம்பரியத்தின் நறுமணம். மங்கள்தீப் உபவேதா from ITC. A woman's journey to the top is all about breaking those invisible hurdles. Unwritten rules, unconscious biases, and most of all, overcoming society's unfair expectations. So, here's to the woman who's constantly breaking those impenetrable hurdles and shattering the glass ceiling. The Hindu presents World of Women 2023, a prestigious platform that recognizes the wonder women who have excelled across disciplines, be it science, technology, politics, arts, sports, and more. In its 4th edition, the Hindu World of Women honors awardees across 13 recognitions, meticulously chosen by the Hindu Group's editorial team. At the Hindu Group, we believe that when one woman succeeds, she paves the way for future generations to prosper and succeed. Therefore, it is our honor and privilege to celebrate these extraordinary women who have gone the extra mile. Wow, let's begin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome. We'd like to begin this lovely evening with a performance from an artist who's been admired for years. For many years, for most of us, when we went into the glorified halls of movies in this city, we would be regaled by her sensational music. I'm speaking of none other than Punya Srinivas. She's a wonder in the field of Carnatic instrumental music, and she's mastered the strings for more than 2 decades. She's performed live at around 500 venues worldwide, collaborating with more than 300 top-notch artists. Her passion and urge for new compositions and collaborations are never-ending. She's completed more than 10,000 recordings so far. My, one wonders, how does she manage all of this in just 24 hours a day? She's lent her mastery for plentiful music albums, collaborating with Zakir Hussain, the sitar legend Pandit Ravi Shankar, jazz musicians John McLaughlin and Matthew Garrison, mandolin U. Srinivas,
I shall present an interesting track, Out of Country. This is a new piece. I'll present Global Gear from my debut album, Vina and Vienna. I shall present Lullaby. It's dedicated for mother and women power. I'll conclude with the track Happy Life. This is very exclusive track that we created for marriage concerts for the couple. Of course, this is a very happy occasion, so I'll play that.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give our celebrated artist for the evening, Ms. Punya Srinivas, a huge round of applause. I'd also like to welcome on stage Vice President Advertisement South, the Hindu Group, Mr. S. Sundaresan, to please felicitate our artist on stage, please. A small request. This is from the photographers. If I can get the two of you to just step in front of the audio setup so they can get a clear image. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, for most of us, our introduction to Punya comes from the cinema halls, where more often than not, the 10 or 15-minute break between a much-awaited movie is made a little bit easier, a little bit more pleasant, a little bit more melodious thanks to her. And for a lot of us from there, before viral was even a term, I think her debut album, I must say, went viral pretty much every stage we were ever on. If there was an artist who was choosing a song for their entry, if there were models who were looking for melodious music for them to walk to, I think Punya Srinivas was pretty much omnipresent in terms of her music being everywhere. So thank you once again. Thank you for gracing the stage. Thank you for beginning this evening on a truly melodious note. Thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam, Vandanam, Namaskar. Hello and welcome to all of you gathered here today to the GRT Jewelers presents the Hindu World of Women 2023, co-presented by PropShell. It is indeed a pleasure and a privilege to welcome you all here today because we are gathered here to celebrate women who are incredibly accomplished. The Hindu Group prides itself in providing a prestigious platform that honors women who have exhibited visionary leadership, exemplary entrepreneurship, and the spirit of innovation across various disciplines. There are a total of 13 categories with whom we are going to be recognizing and celebrating on the stage today. They are generational pride, business leadership, sports, music, arts and culture, entertainment, agriculture and rural development, academics and education, health and hygiene, inspiring influencer, and of course, the very revered lifetime achievement. These recognitions have been carefully chosen through a meticulous and a collaborative effort of the jury from the Hindu Group's editorial team. 3 accomplished women who are known very much in editorial circles, who also have quite the fan following when it comes to the public. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can request you to put your hands together for our eminent jury. We have Ms. Ramya Kannan, Chief of Bureau of Tamil Nadu, Ms. Shanali Mutalali, editor of Metro Plus, and Ms. Rosella Stephen, the editor of the Hindu Sunday Magazine and Literary Review. These are 3 women whose works need very little introduction to this audience or pretty much anyone who's ever bought the Hindu. The Hindu World of Women Awards recognizes women for their contributions in a range of fields, and I must say we're very, very happy to resume post-pandemic. We had an amazing award season in 2018 and 2019, and it's nice to be back and to be hosting it for the 3rd time. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me a moment to introduce myself. My name is Sahitya Jagannathan, and I must say it is truly a pleasure and a privilege to be lucky to be on this very stage to introduce some very, very accomplished women who I've admired from afar, who I get to see up close. More importantly, use a little bit of my skill to introduce them to you. So thank you once again to the Hindu Group for having me here today. It's truly a privilege. Ladies and gentlemen, to all of the women who gathered here today, they know that more often than not, when they have to show up for work, they have to show up like they do not have a family or children who they've left behind. And at the end of a hard and long work day, when they go back home, they have to come back home refreshed and rejuvenated, like they didn't just work not just 8 hours on a very, very hard career. But I must say, all of the women who we're celebrating here today are women who wear this double burden with a great amount of ease, that somewhere I'm wondering, what is the secret sauce to that magic? Where do they find that boundless energy to pursue all of their passions, to be successful no matter what they do, to give their 100%, be it at work or at home or any other sphere in life where they choose to apply themselves? With the third edition, we have women who do many different things. They're educationists, healthcare professionals, bureaucrats, bankers, entrepreneurs, senior management leaders, and social workers. But yes, there are some threads that do connect them all. And these are the factors that mark success everywhere, irrespective of gender. There is commitment, dedication, hard work, passion, the quest for, and more importantly, the achievement of excellence and doing it tirelessly. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give all of our achievers who gathered here today a huge round of applause? An evening such as this would not be possible without the support of our sponsors. We'd like to take a moment to thank our presenting sponsors, GRT Jewelers, our co-presenting sponsors, Prop Shell, our powered by sponsors, we have RKG Ghee, Naga Foods, Paris Sugar, Aqua Group, Shiv Nadar University, our television partner, Colors Tamil, our fragrance partner, ITC Mangaldeep, our gift partner, Life Spice, and our luxury gift partner, Da Milano Italia. We want to offer them our sincere thanks in supporting not just us, an event like this, and all of the women achievers who've gathered here today. And now, without further ado, to present the welcome address, ladies and gentlemen, may I please welcome back on stage Vice President Advertisement, the Hindu Group, Mr. Sundaresan S. And again, I know we have a very, very polite audience gathered here today, but I think it's even more polite to give everyone a warm welcome as they join us on stage. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Hindu is one of the significant catalysts of social change. Our publications have stood for values that celebrate the core ethics and principles of journalism and unbiased reporting. The Hindu Group is proud to present the third edition of World of Women 2023, an event to honor women from various walks of life. Today, we put women in focus, women who have significantly raised the bar of excellence in their specific area of expertise. Your achievement do not just inspire us, but also many other aspiring women to make an impact in all walks of life. World of Women continues and will continue to be a powerful platform to celebrate the hard work, success, and resilience of women whom the society looks up to. This event wouldn't have been possible without the support of our partners. They help and support us to make our dreams turn into reality. I would like to take some time to thank our partners, our presenting partner GRT Jewelers, co-presented by Prop Shell, powered by RKG Agmarki, Naga Foods, Paris Sugar, Aqua Group, Shiv Nadar University, television partner Colors Tamil. Fragrance partner ITC Mangaldeep, gift partner Life Spice, luxury gift partner Da Milano Italia. It's our privilege to host each one of you along with the 13 outstanding women who have achieved excellence in their respective fields. We will be honoring them and sharing their success story with you, to women who move the needle in the society. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hindu World of Women 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to all of you our esteemed chief guest. She's someone who is inspiring a lot of the youngsters in the state with all of the strides that she's been making with regard to climate change and conservation. I, for one, have been lucky enough to share the stage with her and work on several occasions, and I must say I'm one of the many who she continues to inspire. Ladies and gentlemen, she's from the 1991 batch of the Indian Administrative Services. She's the former Director General of the Doordarshan. She's also launched the very, very successful Meendum Manjapai campaign that we're all very, very familiar with, which takes us back to our roots and celebrating what is inherently Tamil that is very, very sustainable. She's added 4 new sites to the prestigious Ramsar list, and that is absolutely incredible, and continues to work really hard and tirelessly with her conservation efforts. Her pioneering work in protecting the environment in the Nilgiris district of Tamil Nadu, the famed Operation Blue Mountain that everyone
Vanakkam, good evening everyone. I don't have a speech, but I just thought that I'll say a few words about, women who have gathered over here. Way back, I think it was about 20 years back, I had gone to a village. I was the district collector, I think it was 23 years back. I had gone to a village. And I met this incredible woman, ordinary woman, like any one of us. She was a widow, and she was taking care of her 3 children. Very resilient, very dynamic, very difficult life. No house, no money, nothing. But her eyes were sparkling, full of life. And I asked her, what's the secret of your happiness? Who inspires you? How is it that in spite of such difficult circumstances, you are able to take care of your children all alone? What is it that moves you? And I think that her reply, changed my life. And she said that, yes, I know that I don't have anything, no money, nothing. I have to take care of my children. But what inspires me is that every day when I do something for my children, for my family, for my community, every day when I contribute something, I feel so good. I feel so energized. Not looking for any recognition, not looking for any honor, not looking for anything in return, but every day when I do something, I learn something new. That's what she said. And that day and today, every day when I go to my work and I do something, I always think what she said, and every day I feel that yes, today I've learned something new. I've done something. I'm making a difference. Whether somebody is noticing or not, I don't know. But I am noticing that I'm making a difference, and that inspires me and that motivates me. So today, a tribute to all these women, wonderful women, who all have gathered here. I think each one has a story to tell, but something which is very common is that they are making a difference. And that is something so wonderful. Thank you, Hindu, for giving me this opportunity. I think the first time this World of Women Award was launched, I was one of the first who got this prestigious honor. So it's a wonderful journey. And it's an unforgettable journey. Thank you, Hindu. Thank you to everyone at Hindu who are trying to make this difference every day. I'm really grateful that you gave me this opportunity. And lastly, I wanted to say that, to be present amongst the doyens who are here, it's something, an honor that I will always cherish. So here, to all those millions of women who are walking long distances to fetch water, or making rockets, or those women who are cooking, our mothers, all those who are our silent, unsung heroes. I think this award belongs to all of them. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you so very much. As always, the voice of the unsung heroes. Thank you once again. And it's nice to see that someone from our Wall of Fame is now our chief guest here today. And from receiving the award in 2018, she's not someone to rest on her laurels. She's gone on to achieve so much more. And your tirelessness in achievement is incredible and truly inspiring. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please welcome the CEO of the Hindu Group, Mr. L.V. Navneet, to please join us on stage to felicitate our esteemed chief guest. Thank you so very much. One of our many partners is Naga Foods, and they've been kind enough to leave a gift hamper for each and every one of you who've gathered here today. So before you do leave, we just want to remind you to check underneath your seats. There's a small gift hamper left for you. Please do remember to take them home. It's a small token from our side to let you know how much we value your presence here today and how it's adding to the grace of the occasion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we move on to our very first award for the evening, the Hindu Contribution to Society Award. Her selfless and mindful actions for the benefit of the community has made her an invaluable asset to society. By dedicating her time, resources, and expertise to address issues such as poverty, social injustice, human rights, and environmental protection, she's become a beacon of hope and empathy. Here's to the woman who is a lifeline to those around her. Let's find out who our winner for the Hindu Contribution to Society Award is.
The Hindu Contribution to Society Award goes to Dr. Soundarya Rajesh. Dr. Soundarya Rajesh is the social entrepreneur, founder, and president of Avatar Group. She is the main reason for introducing the concept of second career opportunities for over 1 lakh second career women in corporate India. Dr. Soundarya is an inspiring speaker and the most sought after DEI strategist in corporate India. In the last 2 decades, she has personally trained and mentored over 10,000 leaders in the Indian corporate sector. She was awarded the 100 Women Achievers of India in 2016 by the Minister of Women and Child Development. Also, she received the Women Transforming India Award from the Niti Aayog and the United Nations in 2016. Dr. Soundarya Rajesh's book, The 99-Day Diversity Challenge, is India's first experiential book on diversity, equity, and inclusion, and has won several acclaims from industry leaders, including the first prize for the Book of the Year from the Indian Society for Training and Development. The Hindu is extremely proud to honor Dr. Soundarya Rajesh.
May I please welcome on stage Ms. R. Renuka, Assistant Vice President, HR, GRT Jewelers, Mr. Sundaresan from the Hindu Group, and Ms. Supriya Sahu, our esteemed chief guest, to present the award to Dr. Soundarya Rajesh.
Thank you so very much to the Hindu group for this recognition. Being a social entrepreneur, sometimes there are days when you need validation and you feel whether the sacrifice is being made by the team, the long hours, the stretch assignments are really worth it. And on those days, awards like this are like an oxygen and they help you to reach more, do more. Long ago, when I took a career break and when I decided to return, I found that the workplace was not really conducive to women who actually place marriage, maternity and motherhood before their careers. And we wanted to change that. This award, today's recognition, is for two families of mine, the home family and the work family. My teammates are not just my teammates, they are my dream mates, because it's because of them that we have been able to change the minds of over 800 corporates in India and obtain second career opportunities for over 100,000 of women. And I want to tell every single woman out there who has taken a break on account of whatever personal reasons, you are amazing. You've been doing incredible stuff. You've made all those sacrifices for your family. And if you just outlast that last crisis, you're going to be able to rise to the fullest of your potential. So make sure that you give yourself a second chance. And that's why an organization like Avatar exists. And let me tell you, having taken a break in my own career, the second career is always better than the first. Thank you so much. And once again, thanks to the Hindu group for giving us this recognition. And it's amazing to be here with all these incredible women. And thanks to the jury for having selected us and highlighted our work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Soundarya. Truly well deserved. Thank you so very much. I'd also like to thank Ms. Renuka and Mr. Sundaresan. Request you to please be seated. If I can request our chief guest to stay back to give away all of the awards. Our next category is the Hindu Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award, powered by Shiv Nadar University. Here's to the woman who leaves her mark wherever she goes. Her unwavering conviction for a better tomorrow only gives way to bigger opportunities and even bigger dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, to present the award, may I also welcome on stage Dr. Ananya Mukherjee, Vice Chancellor, Shiv Nadar University, and Mr. L.V. Navneet, the CEO of the Hindu Group. I'm going to request our presenters to please step to the side so we can present the AV of our winner. Thank you once again. The Hindu Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award, powered by Shiv Nadar University, goes to
The Hindu Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award goes to Dr. Ranjani Manian, founder of India's premier relocation and cross-cultural services company, Global Adjustments. She has spent over 2 decades as an entrepreneur, cultural ambassador, author, and philanthropist, connecting global citizens to India. Ranjani has served on the Harvard Women's Leadership Board and authored many books such as Doing Business in India for Dummies, Upwardly Mobile, Make It in India, and Champion Women Truths. She currently serves as the founder chair of Global Adjustments Foundation, whose mission is to empower women and girls by providing them champion women life leadership coaching in colleges and workplaces. She serves as an advisory board member of Apollo Hospitals, and she is a 3-decade mindfulness practitioner and coach. She holds an honorary doctorate recognizing her leadership in promoting cultural understanding across the globe. The Hindu is extremely proud to honor Dr. Ranjini Manian.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can request you all to please put your hands together and welcome on stage Dr. Ranjini Manian to take home the Hindu Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award powered by Shiv Nadar University. Can I just say, of the many, many students of your leadership and presentation class, I was one of them in 8th grade. And it's so nice to have you on stage here today. Can we have a mic on stage, please? We'd love to hear a few words from you on this occasion. Thank you for being here today, and I must say it's amazing everything that you do. And like Ms. Supriya Sahu was saying, we all learn something new every day. And in 8th grade, you walked into my classroom. You taught us communication and soft skills. And I learned so much from you that day. I talk for a living now. They say everyone you meet in life changes you for the better. You are one of those for me. Thank you for that.
Such a beautiful girl in my past life.
I promise you I looked...
When you take a little step into the world of entrepreneurship, there is the world's best newspaper. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called The Hindu, who puts us on the front page as 2 women in Chennai are starting a relocation service. And that time it was rare for women to do business, and also 2 different cultural women doing it. It's our first branding PR opportunity. So I'm just saying there are 2 words here in this evening. The world of women is one phrase, and then excellence in entrepreneurship is the other phrase. And I really think those 2 are made for each other. Because women, we can take our life stage conflicts easily into the future if we are entrepreneurs. I know this because when I was in my 30s, I started Global Adjustments. And when I was in my 50s, I started Champion Woman. And both times, some life challenges will come. And you can decide to move the gear up and speed up your profession, or slow the gear down and slow down the profession simply because you're in charge and you've built a fantastic team that will go along with you. So really, entrepreneurship is meant for women. And there are just 2 little mantras that I thought about that I'd love to share with other women watching this in your, on your channel. And that is, the first one is know your strengths. I realized that I actually knew how to portray India's business culture in a very practical and easily adaptable way to world foreign direct investors. And that was my strength. And the second is interact with conviction. So here's a quick story. And so I've done this several times with so many companies that came into India. But my joyous remembrance is of the 2 days that I spent with Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Thank you. Yes, we put him in a Veshti and Angavastram and we worked with him. So this was before he had invested the first billion into India. And he had come here to learn about doing business culture and understanding India as a geography for Amazon, right? And it is, you feel a little nervous when the richest man in the world is sitting in your R.A. Puram office and you're trying to teach Indian business culture. But you know your strength. So you have to speak up. And Jeff kept asking questions about how do Indians behave in retail, what would work for them. He was about to launch Kindle at the time. And I said, Jeff, I can't answer these questions if you're sitting here and all these bodyguards are here. Can you come sari shopping with me? So that's how that program turned into a second day. So he came with me to Nalli saris. And I showed him retail behavior, right? Price sensitivity, consensus building. The group will all give an opinion which sari to buy. So things like that was easy to show. And I'm just remembering this story because I feel any woman that takes up an entrepreneurship will be able to do really well and come up with excellence if she rides on her strengths and if she interacts with conviction. And you know, I learned so much from Jeff that day. Another third mantra he gave me, which is he had single pointed focus on customer obsession. Just focusing, Indian market, what do I have to do? And we could all do very well in excellence in entrepreneurship if we did that. So I hope that there'll be a time when the hall will be full of entrepreneurs and you'll have a great difficulty, Shonali, Rosella, and Ramya, to choose the next excellence in entrepreneurship. There are wonderful women out there and you can do a great job. Thank you very much for this opportunity to the Hindu. Thank you very much to my other awardees. I'm in awe of all of you. Thank you.
Thank you once again. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our next category is the Hindu Excellence in Healthcare Award. Health and hygiene. They say health is wealth and hygiene, more importantly, is a right for each and every person. Her work towards building stronger and healthier communities has paved the way for the overall well-being of the society. Her tireless efforts and the care for a better tomorrow has been critical for preventing and spread of infectious diseases and helping children lead long and healthy lives. Here's to the woman who's the architect of a future that's both happy and safe. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out who our recipient for the Hindu Excellence in Healthcare Award for 2023 is. To give away the award, may I please welcome back on stage our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Supriya Sahu, the editor of the Hindu group, Mr. Suresh Nambat, the CEO of PropShell, Mr. Jairam. And the award goes to
the Hindu Excellence in Healthcare Award goes to Dr. Lakshmi Vijayakumar. Dr. Lakshmi Vijayakumar founded Sneha, an NGO in Chennai for the prevention of suicide. She is a member of the WHO's International Network for Suicide Research and Prevention and also an honorary associate professor at the University of Melbourne, Australia. She was the vice president of for 4 years. She was awarded the Ringal Service Award by IASP and also received numerous awards in India such as For the Sake of Honor, Bharati Virudu, Woman Doctor of the Year, and JLF Women's Award. She played a major role in developing a national suicide prevention strategy for India in November 2022. The Hindu is extremely proud to honor Dr. Lakshmi Vijayakumar.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the winner of the Hindu Excellence in Healthcare Award, Dr. Lakshmi Vijayakumar. Congratulations to Dr. Lakshmi. Can we please have a mic on stage and we can have someone help our award recipient with her citation and the award. I'd also like to thank our presenters and request them to please take their seats.
Thank you very much. It's a very special and poignant moment for me because it was in February 1986 I approached the Hindu and said, I want to start an organization called Sneha for prevention of suicide and I need volunteers and I need a free ad. I don't have any money. And the Hindu came forward and said, okay, you can do it in this size. And we racked our brains to come up with one single sentence which would capture people to volunteer. And that was, and even today I would say that was the best advertisement or the best phrase we had. And the phrase was, are you ordinary enough to be a volunteer? And we received 24 volunteers and we started Sneha. And over the years, over 1 million people in emotional distress and crisis, suicidal crisis have contacted us. And we are completely a voluntary organization. Not one of us is paid, even transport allowance. And I'm very happy to say that we are probably the only NGO which has not shut its door 365 days of the year for the last 35 years. Except for the 2 days of flood and 2 weeks of COVID, we have been over. There were many skeptics when we started. They said people who are suicidal won't come to you. Chennai, at that time it was Madras, is a conservative place, so people won't, you can't have people come and talk to you about their feelings. But the fact that over the years, more than 1 million people have contacted us has shown how people need to talk, how people want to reach out, and how people need to feel lonely and feel that they are hurt. And this is possible, it's only because of the commitment of our volunteers. As I said, not one of them is paid, and we are open to it all through the year, and that's the commitment of the volunteers which has made Sneha for what it is. But we have not restricted ourselves only to people who are coming to us. We have gone out, we have worked with the communities, we have worked with the Sri Lankan refugees, people who have been affected by tsunami, we have worked with farmers, so on. I would just like to highlight 2 things because I am probably being selfish, but this is also an opportunity for me to thank the Hindu for what they have done. Many of you would not know that for the first time, we used to operate from morning 8 till 10. Then in the year 2003, we were open for 24 hours because we found a lot of youngsters who were waiting for the exam results, thinking of suicide and ending in their lives. So we opened 24 hours only for the month of May. And we had 4 times the number of students who used to call us. And then we found out that those who were thinking of suicide or died by suicide had failed in 1 or 2 subjects, a few marks. And so actually with the help of the Hindu, we wrote a series of articles about it. Then we went and met, and we had a lot of representations from students and parents, and went and met there were 450 students who died by suicide in Tamil Nadu, and in Chennai about 54 students. But because the supplemental exams have come in the last year, in spite of a 30% increase in the number of students taking up the exam, the number of students dying because of exam failure in Tamil Nadu was 108, and in Chennai it was 7. So 100% decrease. So many states have followed our footsteps. And these are all the kind of things which we are doing. We are working on decriminalizing of suicide. And as said, we are at last successfully, with a lot of years of trouble, we have got the National Suicide Prevention Strategy. Because, this is such an occasion. It's not good to talk about suicide so much because it's such a joy and has been like a rock. There used to be a joke, behind every successful man, there will be a surprised woman, okay? But here, actually, if people think I have achieved something, it's thanks to my husband and my children who have not seen me. I still remember carrying my son who was having 103 to go for donation because I didn't have the rent to pay for the next month for Sneha. And they have been so cooperative, and my family has been a source of strength. And this would not have been possible without the support of people of Chennai, and particularly the Hindu group. And I am taking this opportunity to thank you all. Please continue to support us. Help us to help others. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so very much. I must say, society owes you a great debt. As a new mother, I truly understand and appreciate what you do, and I'm sure mothers all over the country are grateful for what you've started. Thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, our next category is the Hindu Excellence in Agriculture and Rural Development Award, powered by Aqua Group. Here's to the woman who cultivates communities with her undying dedication to sustainability and inclusive progress. Where she goes, she grows. Let's have a look at our award recipient for the Hindu Excellence in Agriculture and Rural Development, powered by Aqua Group.
The Hindu Excellence in Agriculture and Rural Development Award goes to Dr. Nandini Azad. Dr. Nandini Azad is the elected president of Working Women's Forum, WWF, and Indian Cooperative Network for Women, ICNW. She is the first woman board member in 50 years elected to the International Raiffeisen Union IRU board from 2018 to 2022, the oldest cooperative union in the world. President of Indian Cooperative Network for Women Limited, ICNW, and member, Governing Board, National Council for Cooperative Training, NCCT, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare from 2019 to 2022. For 4 decades, she worked and led at different levels with national governments, international government, multilaterals, cooperatives, and the non-profit sector. She was the only Indian to attend and address the World Farmers Organization General Assembly on Gender Equality in Family Farming, May 2019 in Luxembourg. She was awarded the Rajiv Gandhi Mahila Shakti National Award in 2016 for the Academy of Grassroots Studies and Research of India, AGRASRI. The Hindu is extremely proud to honor Dr. Nandini Azad.
May I please welcome back on stage our chief guest, Ms. Supriya Sahu, Mr. Sundaresan from the Hindu Group, and Mr. V. Krishnakumar, Vice President Sales, Aqua Group, to please present the Hindu Excellence in Agriculture and Rural Development Award, powered by Aqua Group, which goes to Dr. Nandini Azad. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please put our hands together and show some appreciation for Dr. Nandini Azad? Thank you to our presenters. Thank you once again. Can we have a mic on stage, please?
Actually, I have a written script, and if I don't say all of that, I have my members and colleagues who wrote it, so I may not be elected anymore tomorrow. However, bowing down to what is happening here, thank you very much, the Hindu, for keeping your values and not your profits. That's the first thing I'd like to say, and I'd like you to clap to that. I'd like to say that the Hindu has kept its values to mass movements like us, workers, peasants, and not only to its profits. All over the world, wherever I go, sustainable development. It is the Hindu, which is very well known for. It is more like an academic excellence in many of the pieces that come, and we have been fortunate that we have been a recipient of that for nearly 20 years. I am honored to lead the Working Women's Forum and the Indian Cooperative Network for Women, which has about 600,000 poor women workers in the 4 states of South India, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and of course Tamil Nadu. We have given nearly 500 crore Indian rupees, not through foreign contribution, but by revolving through interest, petty loans. For example, I had this little story of half a minute about a woman wage earner in Kanchipuram, Padmavati, who's been a member with us for 22 years. And she started with wage work and had wages out of ragi, finger millet. No lunch, but ragi gruel. Over the 12-year loan cycles that she has been with us, she owns 2 pieces of land. The point I like to make is 75% of women in the agriculture sector are workers. Less than 8% own land. So one of our big goals is to make sure that these wage-earning women, through subsequent loans, nurturing, responsible investment, are moving into horticulture, dairying, and in coastal Tanjavur where we work, aquaculture, and many of that. And today, Padmavati, with a last loan of 50,000, which she has paid very well, owns 2 pieces of land. So from a wage earner, she has become a person who owns the land. But mind you, our training says the title is on the woman's name. 34% of our women have titles on their name, and that is the most crucial policy Government of India has been talking about for many centuries. But I think the time has come that that is the way the white revolution came in agriculture, the green came and the red. The gender revolution in agriculture should take over this country, and that will go along with climate change. Because women and climate change are so close. At COP27, I said that India has the biggest defense for humankind, Ayurveda, the science of plants. So these women have been involved during COVID. When the supply chains broke, fisherwomen in Tanjavur coast, they created their own supply chain. The power of mobilization, creating a cooperative of financial inclusion, we still teach the woman. The land title has to be on your name. The crops that you sow, what you market, are important that you decide. And it's a women-led development. And this is what we've had Hillary Clinton come to admire our women and to talk to them, and many other prime ministers, Queen Juliana of the Netherlands, etc. And the most important thing is world leaders admire us because we don't take foreign money. Most of our money comes from rotating foreign money. Most of our money comes from rotating our own money. So we don't have FCRA problems because as cooperatives we can't. But what I'm trying to say is, I told the Secretary General, the UN Secretary General, we're very close to UN headquarters, all the events globally, the only woman cooperative who gets the UN Commission on Status of Women or the UN Social Development, parallel events, side events, all over the world is us. And we have now started the Indian network, the international network for women in cooperatives, because patriarchy in cooperatives, there's hardly 10% of women in the cooperatives all the world over. So therefore we said the time has come to barge in, and if they don't allow us to barge in, because I've had so many places I was thrown out because patriarchy, so I was the first woman in 50 years on a board. That's not enough. That's token. So we need more women at different levels. And at the Hanoi Regional Ministers Workshop, I had the occasion to present a monograph called Gender is More Than a Statistic, published so well by the Hindu on the first page in New Delhi, which really caught the attention of policymakers. And here, the ministers agreed to reserve 33% at all levels of cooperatives. Therefore, it's a great honor and privilege, because this is a paper with a difference. It's a paper where commerce makes the Hindu stand out. Congratulations once again to you, to all the women who are here, who are achievers in their own right. And I think the next issue, madam, is the issue of climate change that we need to look at, because farmers, women, and climate change are inseparable. So we have now introduced compost pits, organic manure, as well as safe soil, all of those other things along with our women farmers, because they are very close to Ayurveda, to the plants and green plants. When I told COP27, it is not war, but defense of humankind is going to come from our Science of Medicine India, the awards that we give to many of our women who started with 200 rupees and have doctors, engineers, MBAs as their children. So, you know, these are the women who are transforming the whole meaning of entrepreneurship, because we are the informal sector, which is 91% of India. So thank you once again very much to the editor, to the wonderful jury of women here. 100 years ago, it wasn't possible. We all grew with the Hindu, and now the whole issue of patriarchy is becoming so diluted that you have a world of women, you have very eminent jurists here who are women, and thank you very, very much. And everybody else, the team, it's all young men moving around, facilitating this world of women. I was absolutely fascinated. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Azad. Thank you once again. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your tireless efforts and your hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, our next award is the Hindu Excellence in Academics and Education Award. Education is the stepping stone for tomorrow's success. It is the passport to one's freedom and upliftment. By making education and knowledgeable accessible to every strata in the society, she's not only been changing people's lives, but also the world. Here's to the woman who's sharing the greatest gift of all, the gift of knowledge, to those who more often than not do not have access to it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at our winner, please.
The Hindu Excellence in Academics and Education Award goes to Prema Rangachari, founder and director of Vidyavanam, a school for tribal and underprivileged children in Anaikatti. Mrs. Rangachari taught at Ethraj College, Chennai, and ran a primary school, Akshara Vidyapeeth, in Chennai for 15 years. She trained in Regent, Oxford, to teach English as a second language. She has devised tools to teach children where met. She also initiated the idea of school in a bus. She has received many awards, including the Ratna Award from the Bharati Park Ladies Association, Coimbatore in 2017. The Hindu is extremely proud to honor Prema Rangachari.
May I please welcome back on stage our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Supriya Sahu, Ms. Ramya Kannan, Chief of Bureau Tamil Nadu from the Hindu Group, and Mr. Jairam, the CEO of PropShell, to please present the Hindu Excellence in Academics and Education Award to Ms. Prema Rangachari. Congratulations to our award recipients. I'm going to request our presenters to be seated once again. Can we have a mic on stage for Miss Prema, please?
I would. I can do that. I can still be seen, I hope. Just as the previous awardee said, yeah, I have a written script too. But I would not deviate from the script because I'm afraid that I will miss out many of the points that I want to make this evening. And they are important things that I think people should know because I come from a place which is far away, among whom I worked for the last 20 years. Why do I say that? Because they have been the inspiration for every innovation that has happened in the school that I've tried out at Vidyavanam. Vidyavanam is a school that's been established in 2007 in a village called Anekatti, which is about 35 kilometers from Coimbatore, at the foothills of the Nilgiris. Students are primarily from Irula community, a tribal community of that area. The whole in and around Anekatti, there are about 22 villages, which are Irula community villages. And our students come from those villages. And I didn't go there with a idea of starting a school. I just went there because I was requested to be a volunteer. So my journey started at Anekatti, I think early 2000 or about just around at that time, when I traveled from Chennai to Anekatti every weekend to work with in the villages, in the Balwadis, to give them some kind of training into running the Balwadis, because at that point of time, they had not been trained in that area as it is now. Now the Balwadis have improved a great deal in that area. So it was my opportunity to be with these people that brought me in close contact with the community. That one day they came up to me, her name was Baldi. She said, there's no English medium school here. So we want our children to speak English like you. So why don't you start an English medium school? So I was taken aback. And no, she said, even if we have an English medium school here, we can't afford the English medium school. Neither can we afford to send our children all the way 35 kilometers to Coimbatore. So it must be something affordable. It must be here for us. So this was the trigger of a thought, and it so happened that we did start a school in 2007. And the fact that I didn't comprehend at that point of time how much of effort it is to make the jump for them. It was a great giant leap for me and for the students to move from their Irula language, then into Tamil, the state language, and then over to English. It's a really very difficult task, both for the teacher and the taught. So if I remind why I keep thinking of many ways in which I can teach English to them, they wanted to learn English. So, but if I remained in Chennai, I don't think I would have even thought of any innovative methods, because I would have taken what is there for granted and say this is the way of teaching. But they threw this challenge at me, and therefore it was a trigger for me to think of ways in which I can innovate, what I can do, in a way I can change the ways in which the children can learn. They are a community, Irula is a community who live among the forests and the mountains, and they live amidst that. And it inspired me to reimagine a curriculum that would be a part of their lives, a part of their culture, a part of their lifestyle, to be incorporated into the learning process. That was the trigger, because what I felt was the more that children were dropping out of schools is because they felt no connection to what their lives were, to what they were learning at school. So that had to be bridged. and how to bridge that. So we and the teachers who joined me at that point of time, all from the same community, we are a team of 5 or 6, we thought together and we incorporated their songs, their stories, their lives into the curriculum, into the learning process, which made the classroom very interesting for them, and they started coming into school with eagerness. So this was what we called it was a theme-based learning, which is very popular in most of the places. But this was a theme-based. They have been the catalyst for the change in my thought and about education. So the fact that we stick to this one-size-fits-all model was the one which was shaken in my thought. From an industrial model to move to an agricultural model, which is generative, which is in a way very organic in its process. That is the way, I believed is the best way to teach the children who are coming from that environment with so close to nature. So this what alienates them is the fact that when we discard their culture, we discard their language as of no value. So they see no value in the education that we are giving them. Because once we remove the value of their language, value of their culture, we are almost alienating the identity of the person. So inclusive learning, inclusive teaching, inclusive curriculum is what we have developed at Vidyavanam. And we have been now for the past 17 years. And we are a CBSE school with children passing out with the 3rd or 4th batch of CBSE with +2 have qualified, and they have all gone out in brilliant colors. I would like to thank my teachers, many of whom are from the local community, as I said, for believing in the school, and the community for believing that we will be able to provide them the education that they deserve and they want. So the inputs from them, inputs from the community, inputs from my teachers, all have gone into developing the methodologies. And finally, the students, some of whom have gone to forge into great heights now, that they have all, I think the first batch is already passed out, and they are in corporates, in higher education, some of them, and some of them have taken jobs, and some of them have entered into culture. They are learning the Bharatanatyam, they are learning music, and entered the most prestigious institutions in the country. So this is the pride, this is my pride, that children who felt that the education was something beyond them have been able to reach it and aspire. The spirit of that they can aspire for something great is what I hoped I have given them. Thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to share a few thoughts of what I've been doing at Anekatti. And thank you for this honor. It's an honor for Vidyavanam. Thank you.
And diversity are very trendy words, but it's great to see someone of your stature who pretty much lives, breathes inclusivity and diversity every single day. And more importantly, to bring it into the education system. Thank you once again for doing what you do. Ladies and gentlemen, our next award is the Hindu Achievement in Surpassing Disability. She has overcome physical, mental and emotional battles to excel in her field and her life. Despite the disabilities, her success story has inspired many people just like her. Here's to the woman whose achievements serve as a reminder that anyone can overcome adversity with determination and hard work. She's a shining beacon of hope for all women. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out who our winner of the Hindu Achievement in Surpassing Disability Award is.
Hindu Achievement Surpassing Disability Award goes to P. Madhavilata. former National Paralympic swimming champion. Madhavi Lata won more than 30 medals in swimming at state and national levels. She is the founder General Secretary of Paralympic Swimming Association of Tamil Nadu. She played a key role in introducing this sport to around 300 people with disabilities in the state. Also, she is the founder president of the Wheelchair Basketball Federation of India and founder president of YWTC's Charitable Trust, which is aimed mainly to empower people with disabilities. Her autobiography titled Swimming Against the Tide, True Story of Para Swimmer Madhavi Lata, won appreciation from the former Vice President of India and many other readers. The Hindu is extremely proud to honor P. Madhavi Lata.
May I please welcome on stage our guest, Ms. Priya Sahu, Ms. Abhijata Biswas, the market head from the Hindu Group, and Ms. R. Renuka, Assistant Vice President in charge, Jewelers, to please present your award to Madhavi Lata. Ladies and gentlemen, can I request you all to please give a big round of applause to our recipient of the Hindu Achievement Surpassing Award.
Thank you so much, the Hindu group, for this great recognition. This award is very special for me. So to make you understand, from when I wanted to improve my English, whomever I asked, the common suggestion is you read the Hindu. So such a standard they maintain then and now also. Thank you so much for that. And in those days, I never thought that one day articles about me and my work would be covered in the Hindu. The first article about my work was published in the Hindu only in 2011. Look, I can swim. So that article, I can't believe how many people approached because my mail ID is there. Not just from India, from other countries also. And from those people, like-minded people, we formed Paralympic Swimming Association of Tamil Nadu. From 2011 till date, from Hindu articles, we can see the progress, whatever we have done so far. So thank you so much for all your support. And Supriya madam, thank you so much. I heard your speech at British District High Commission. I'm so happy. I felt so happy when I came to know from your speech that you are all involving youngsters in this climate change. So that's giving us hope that our future will be bright and safe. Thank you so much, madam. And I would like to mention one more thing. A few days ago, I received a call from Anjali from our Hindu marketing group checking me about whether I need any accommodations. I felt so happy because I received invitations from so many people for so many occasions, but I received such type of calls only from some people. And that made me really I felt so happy. And today you saw that there is a lift for the stage. I came onto the stage. Suppose if it is not there, what would you think? Madhavi is a wheelchair user. That's why she is not able to go onto the stage. There are some Madhavi sitting in wheelchair. Here also Madhavi sitting on the wheelchair on the stage. How it became possible? So our attitude should change there. We are all thinking either in organizations or in schools. We are thinking that those people they are having some disabilities. So it is difficult to accommodate. They have some requirements like that. No. The challenges are in our infrastructure and in our attitude. Today to keep that one stage, it may not cost much when we compare with the cost involved in arranging this event. For that, it's not just about cost. We need to have that heart and attitude. If everyone is having that one, then we will not struggle. When she asked her, what first thing came to my mind is about washroom. You believe or not? Yeah, in one of the government civil engineers one program they invited. At that time I asked them, what do you think what would be the most difficult thing in my challenge in my life? They didn't tell anything. Then I only told washroom. Using washroom is the biggest challenge in my life because all other things if it's not possible I can do another thing. But here washroom we want to use means how to use. There is no other alternative for that. But many places I face challenge because washroom and that became more challenge for me. Not only as individually I face that, as an administrator for arranging these sports events also. First thing what I do, wherever I arrange any event, I will go and see the toilets. Whether it is accessible or not. Many people talk about accessibility. They think that they arrange one steep ramp at the entrance, that is only accessibility. No, there are so many things. So I am taking this opportunity once again. So please all of you think that if you are not able to employ one person with disability, don't think that it is because of that person. No, it is because our organization is not upgraded to the level to include everyone. Either a school or college or any corporate, whatever it may be. So another thing, because I'm a sports person, I want to tell one example. Actually, Soundarya told about first career and second career is brighter. In my case, my first career is continuing. I'm a banker. That is continuing. In addition to that,
The Hindu Generation Pride Award goes to Archana Kalpati. Archana Kalpati, born and brought up in Chennai, did her engineering in Anna University and went on to do her higher education in the State University of New York. Driven by her passion for cinema, she took over her father's production house, AG's Entertainment, and worked her way upwards from the very grassroots on many projects like Panniyuruvan, Madhasapattinam, Santosh Subramaniam, Matran, Tiruppaiyale. Within a few years of getting into the industry, she was inspired to co-found AG's Cinemas in 2007. AGS is her brainchild and she has been key in creating a bold and unique brand of environment by providing an affordable movie experience with no compromise on quality. AGS Entertainment has championed making commercial hit movies under her creative guidance like Wiggle, Nice Acre, Love Today, etc. Over the years, The Last of which was Love Today, one of the best performing movies of the year. The film was a critical grossing 150 crores. AGS has been in the business of distribution since 2010, successfully distributing Maina, I, Kandasamy, Edirichal, Kabali, KGF, Tadam, etc. Over the last decade, she has paved the way for women in cinema, especially in non-quintessential roles like no other. The Hindu is extremely proud to honor Archana Kalpadi.
May I please welcome back our Chief Guest to join us on stage to give away the award. Also Mr. Suresh Number, the editor of the Hindu Group. Ms. R. Renuka, Assistant Vice President HR from GRT Jewelers. To present the Hindu Generational Pride Award powered by GRT Jewelers to Ms. Archana Kalpadi. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give the lovely Archana Kalpadi a round of applause? And speaking of generational pride, I love the fact that there's two generations right here. So ladies and gentlemen, can we give a warm welcome to Archana's lovely mother who's joined us here today? Can I please invite Ms. Anta Lagoram to join us on stage? Thank you to our presenters. Thank you so very much. Would you prefer the podium?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. This is such an honor. Thank you to the Hindu. I think if you're born and brought up in Madras, you all of us start our day with the Hindu. So my story goes a long way back because I went to PhD and Mrs. YG had this first leadership role, I think, when I was 8. And she said someone has to volunteer to read the Hindu and write the headlines on the school board. So that was my first job and a first job as a leader. So thank you, Hindu. I think it means a lot to get this award. I just thought I'd share a few things. Being a woman in cinema is not easy. When I started this journey almost 18 years back, so I think it's been great. And I had a lot of women who helped me come here. And to start off with, I had two amazing mothers at home. They were true trailblazers. I think they would have given Suchaya for his money had they had the education. So, Soundarya made a very valid point. She said that there are three obstacles in a woman's life. Marriage, maternity and motherhood. So, I think it's very important to marry the right partner. Because building something is like running a marathon for them to succeed, even when they're pregnant. And I was lucky enough to work till I was 9 months pregnant. So I think that is very important. And the last is to make motherhood parenthood. So the boys also get a chance at being mothers, because then it makes our load lighter and we can go on to life and work. So thank you.
Thank you once again. Congratulations. Our next award is the Hindu Excellence in Entertainment Award. Ladies and gentlemen, entertainment is a reflection of the society we live in. It is the greatest influencer and has the power to mold not just culture but our minds as well. Through her creativity and talent, she's not only captivated audiences, but she's moved people with her art. Here's to the woman who is eloquently shaping the society we live in, by choosing all of her roles carefully, one movie at a time. Let's have a look at our award recipient, please.
The Hindu Excellence in Entertainment Award goes to Aishwarya Rajesh. Aishwarya Rajesh is one of the leading actresses in the South Indian film industry with an array of accolades to her credit. She started her career as a TV anchor in a Tamil comedy show called Asatha Povadu Yaru on Sun TV. After winning the reality show Mama Mailadu, she came into prominence for portraying the role of Amuda in Antakatti 2012. She is the proud recipient of the Tamil Nadu State Film Award for Best Actress for the 2014 film Kakamuttai. Her portrayal of a slum dweller and mother of two children in Kakamuttai was lauded unanimously by critics and is regarded as one of 100 greatest performances of the decade by Film Companion. Her two career breakthrough roles, whereas Padma in Vechimaran's Vada Chennai, co-starring with Dhanush, and as Kausalya Murugesan, a female cricketer in her solo sensational film Kana, directed by Arun Raj Kamaraj. In 2020, she played the female protagonist in the heart-wrenching film Kape Ranasingam, where she won the audience over with gritty performance. In her 13-year career span, Aishwarya Rajesh has won 14 awards for her stellar performances in films across Tamil, Telugu and Malayalam, including a State Film Award. The Hindu is extremely proud to honor Aishwarya Rajesh.
Welcome back on stage our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Priya Sahu, Mr. Sundaresan from the Hindu Group, Mr. Jairam, the CEO of Shell, to present the Hindu Excellence in Entertainment Award to Aishwarya Rajesh. Congratulations. Thank you to our presenters. Can we have a mic on stage for Aishwarya, please? Can I say congratulations? How truly very well deserved.
Thank you so much, Sahitya. And you look lovely and you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Truly kind. Thank you.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And எல்லாருக்குமே வணக்கம். Chinmay ma'am சொன்ன மாதிரி I was like நான் என்ன பண்றேன், what am I doing here in front of so many inspiring ladies out there. Seriously, a huge round of applause for all the lovely ladies out there. And as Ashna ma'am told, it's seriously not easy for a woman to come in the industry, especially someone like me who has like absolutely of course my dad was in film industry and he died when I was 8 years old, and so my grandfather also was in cinema. But when I was coming into cinemas and I had zero knowledge about it, and I did a show called Mana Malada, you guys when paathirpinga. Then I really didn't want to come and become an actor. But okay, ஒரு சின்ன offers வரும்போது I just kept okay பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்ட்டு. But only thing which actually made me do this because of the criticism which I faced. Everybody were like what நீங்க எதுக்கு சினிமால நடிக்கிறீங்க, you're not even heroine material அப்படி சொல்லும்போது I was like I'm a very egoistic person. If somebody says உங்களால பண்ண முடியாது, I'll be like அது எப்படி சொன்னாங்க பண்ணி காமிக்கலாம் அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு I want to be and just prove myself. And I'm really when I was sitting there when I was seeing all the awards, I was just thinking about from where I came through and what was my journey, and I'm here today in this prestigious platform. Thank you so much Hindu for honoring me with this. Nariya award வாங்கிருக்கேன். Like there are so many film awards which I got, but this feels very special because getting in front of so many women out there, I feel really honored and ஒரு மாதிரி ஒரு special feel வருது. Because I don't know, like நான் வந்த ஒரு my journey and And I just want to tell something. Today we are living in a world where there's so much of negativity and so much of hatred outside. இதெல்லாம் தாண்டி just I just thought okay நீங்க என்ன வேணா பேசுங்க. I just want to do good movies and I just want to do something responsible to be a very socially responsible actor. That's why I think I wanted to film like Kana, Kape, Ranasingh, Great Intention. I acted opposite my husband Karthik. So thank you so much to Hindu for sorry Rahul சொல்லிடுவாங்க நான் அடிச்சிடுவாரு ஃபோன் பண்ணி என்ன நீங்க பயப்படாதீங்க நாளைக்கு ஹெட்லைன் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா வரும் என்ன அடிச்சிடுவாரு ராகுல் என்ன இஷ்யூ because he spoke so much about when we were shooting he used to talk so much about you. Used to talk how you know அவங்க வந்து அப்படியே கோபப்பட்டு கரெக்ட் அப்படிதானே பேசணும் அப்படினா ஐயோ வீட்ல கூட பண்ணுவாங்க அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு so I think it's very important for all the women out there to just stand by ourselves and whatever happens அப்படியே பயங்கரமா கெத்தா இருக்கணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு I always think and கெத்தா இருக்கு அவார்ட் வாங்குறது ஒரு மாதிரி கெத்தா இருக்கு ஹாப்பியா இருக்கு thank you for honoring me such a big award thank you so much.
Thank you, Aishu. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
It truly amazes me when I hear so many incredibly accomplished women still dealing with imposter syndrome despite everything you've done. 13 years in the industry. Hats off to you. Congratulations once again. Chinmayi, you're not new to this, but brace yourself for headlines tomorrow. But all jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, we've now arrived at our final award. This is the Hindu Lifetime Achievement Award powered by GRT Jewelers. The recipient of this award is someone who is incredibly awe-inspiring. Her significant contributions to society and industry over the course of her career has demonstrated that through perseverance, dedication and passion, everything is possible despite the odds. Here's to the woman who is the epitome of excellence and compassion. Let's find out who our recipient of the Hindu Lifetime Achievement Award powered by GRT Jewelers goes to.
The Hindu Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Dr. V. Vasanthi Devi, member of the Governing Council and Executive Committee of the Council for Social Development for more than 20 years. She is the president of the Association for India's Development and the trustee of the Madras Institute of Development Studies. She served as the chairperson for the Institute of Human Rights Education between 2005 and 2014. And as the chairperson of the State Commission for Women in Tamil Nadu between 2002 and 2005. She also participated as a member and chair of many public hearings on human rights, child rights and violence against women, Dalits and scheduled tribes. She wrote many books and articles about human rights, caste and democratic rights. The Hindu is extremely proud to honor Dr. V. Vasanthi Devi.
Ladies and gentlemen, present the award. May I please welcome back on stage Ms. Supriya Sahu, our chief guest, Mr. Suresh Nambat, the editor of the Hindu Group, Mr. L. Navneet, CEO of the Hindu Group, Ms. R. Renuka, Assistant Vice President, HR, GRT Jewelers. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give Dr. V. Vasanthi Devi, the recipient of the Hindu Lifetime Achievement Award. A huge round of applause that she truly deserves. Thank you to our presenter.
Ms. Supriya Sahu and friends. I'm thankful to the Hindu world of women for the honor done to me. I'm not sure what exactly I speak of, because this is supposed to be a lifetime award. So I speak on my whole life. And what is the great message my life gives? I was 8 years old when India became independent. I must confess, my generation feels betrayed today. I'm sorry, I'm sounding a very discordant note. I know there were so many happy achievers who were talking about their lives, their achievements, their struggles, and their triumphs. What do I speak on? About a whole life. As I said, my generation definitely feels betrayed. Now, I don't know why I was chosen for this award, but I think it is mainly for the cause I represent. And this is the cause of education. And this is a cause for which I want to appeal to you, that all of us today need to work for a total demolition of the existing system of education and a complete rebuilding of it. And that's why I said my generation feels betrayed. Because today in India we have constructed the most exclusionary system of education in the world. We have as many levels in our schools, in our educational hierarchy, as we have in our caste system. And when I look back on these 84 years, I'm 84 years old, and think about what is it that we were all inspired to step into when we crossed the line from an unsafe, unfree India into a free India. The dreams of the freedom struggle were very much alive those days. And today, as I said, those dreams are shattered. Now today, I will mainly speak on education because I don't want to talk about what message I have to give from my life. And whether as a woman, all through these years, I felt in any way lesser than a man, whether I felt the weakness of being a woman. No. I think I was always privileged. I have never felt that I had to face any kind of a discrimination, face any kind of an onslaught or attack because I was a woman. So that is something I don't want to think all those who spoke earlier, they said a lot about what needs to be done for struggling against patriarchy. Now, so what is it that I want to talk about? I mainly want to appeal to all of you to try and completely demolish this system of education. This is the most exclusionary type of education anywhere in the world. We have one level of schools for every level of income. This is the India that we all felt so happy to step into when in 1947. No, definitely not. So what is it that we need to now talk about? Now, if you want to put this in a, on this issue, if you let me speak, I will keep on speaking. So I know that it will be very difficult for me to restrain myself. So just I have written down, I will read it, and then maybe speak a little more on that. I take this award given to my work in education as a sincere effort of the to demolish this architecture of exclusion that Indian education system today and rebuild anew. It's a monstrous system that has betrayed the promise of freedom struggle and core values of our democratic constitution. India has constructed an education system that is among the most exclusionary in the world. Exclusion is woven into each strand of the education fabric. Curriculum, eligibility tests are all engines of exclusion. The insufferable aggrandizement of a tiny fraction of shining India is debilitating and disempowering the vast majority of suffering India. Education, as I said, is fully into the market today. We have as many levels in education as in our caste hierarchy. One type of... Now, we know most of us have grown up and are still in an education system that is totally antithetical to what school space is the equalizing barrier-breaking space in other countries. The issue is education. Education is the one that can liberate. And as one of the earlier dreamers said, the destiny of a nation is forged in its classrooms. So the classrooms are so very debilitating classrooms. Classrooms are disempowering classrooms. And so, on this base, keeping this as the core of our national agenda or the national ideal, our ideology, how on earth can you hope to become a developed country? So this is how we need to face challenge. It's not easy. It is so deeply today. So all that I want to say today is this generation, or maybe a couple of generations to come should take on this challenge head on. Take this challenge head on. Mercilessly, this type of completely unequal system of an education, excluding system of education, pushing everyone out, this must be demolished. There is no compromise. So we have to go back to the beginnings when this country became independent. So we should resolve today to retrieve those dreams of my generation. The dreams of an India that is free, just, equal, secular, socialist, through the humane education based on the same non-negotiables. These must be the non-negotiables. The basic values of our constitution, which we have betrayed and which we are betraying fast. Now these must be retrieved, and this can be done only through an education system. So the revolution, the change, the challenge must be first taken in education, and then taken to the rest of the nation's life. So thank you very much. I hope that there is. I'm taking it that the choice of me as the lifetime award winner. In fact, what was completely left out was my 6 years as a vice chancellor. Now in Manoman University, and all through 6 years. And this is the main ideal with which I try to integrate the community into the university. Break down the walls of alienation between the university and the community. And bring the community in and take the world of education out. So thank you very much. India.
Can I invite all of our award recipients back on stage for a We'd also like to request our chief guest, Ms. Supriya Sahu, to join all of our recipients on stage for the group photograph. To please stand up and give them a huge round of applause. I think there's no bigger sign of respect for the amount of work that they put in, the number of lives they've influenced, the way they've moved the needle in the right direction, and changed society for the better. We here at the Hindu group salute each and every one of our achievers who are here on stage here today.
IAS for gracing the event and sharing wonderful insights. Thank you, ma'am. Your pioneering work in the restoration and conservation of nature is truly an inspiration to all of us here. We would like to thank our title sponsor GRT Jewelers and co-presenting sponsor Propshell for the generous support. A heartfelt thanks to our partners RKG, Naga Foods, Parish Sugar, Aqua Group, Shiv Nada University, ITC Mangaldeep, Life Spice and Tamilanu for being part of this initiative. We cannot be thankful enough to our CEO Mr. LV Navneet, our editor Mr. Suresh Rambat, CFO Mr. Nambi Rajan, Mr. Sundaresan Vice President South, HR Head Mr. V. Jayaraman and the top management team for hand-holding us all the way. And even of this magnitude and scale would not have been possible but for the people who work behind the scenes. We would like to give a huge shout-out to our incredible and untiring event sales, ad sales, brand marketing, ad operations and our event manager, the 8. Last but not the least, a humble
success. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay back, partake in our hospitality, take the time to interact and network with these lovely ladies who are incredibly accomplished in their respective fields. If you can take a moment to figure out how you can possibly contribute to help them further their individual causes, we would truly appreciate that. Thank you once again on behalf of the Hindu group. This is me, Sahitya Jagannath, signing off. Goodbye, good evening, do stay back, enjoy dinner, more importantly, drive home safe.